locate my buddy that's down there. It's our favorite kind of day. It's new car day. After like 3 separate people have bailed on selling their cars to me for touring, it's we've got 20 days till touring and I'm on plan C. So we're gonna buy a car that doesn't run today and try to get it going for touring. We're like 2 minutes away, somewhere in northern Washington. I remember it being pretty rough, and I know we're cutting it close, but all of my other options have kind of failed me, so we'll see if we can make lemon out of lemonade. See if we can make lemonade out of lemons.
There she is.
Yeah, pretty crazy collection here, hey?
Yeah.
Look, right there.
That's the one we're taking, eh?
That's the one. Yeah.
It's just, you know,
What do you think, Dylan?
Looks great.
Okay. So when was the last time you had it started?
it's been about 3 years now.
Okay. And then did it run off of what was in the tank 3 years ago?
Yeah, so I had put some fuel in there hoping, and
Oh, you got a battery here too. Is this? I take it this one's probably dead.
dead as a rat.
Yeah.
More
So
than likely,
I've got a battery.
Good one. The kid I got it from worked with me in a factory. And
Okay.
he said, oh, it stopped on me. And it's like, why? I don't know. It just ran good, and then all of a sudden, nothing. And I'd walk home, and the next day I'd go back and start it up and drive it home. And then he was scared to drive it. So I gave him, I think, $500 for it.
Yeah.
Found out what was the coil.
The coil.
The coil had started to go bad, and he could go just fine until he couldn't.
Yeah. Until it
And
gets warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so changed the coil, and it was a college car for the kid here for a long time.
Nice.
Oh.
It's crunchy. How's that smell? It could be worse. I have to pee so bad. The starter was clicking, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's give it another pump and see what happens here. You know what I did, right? I guess that means now I have to buy it.
Yeah.
We got the car. It doesn't drive like the Clutchmaster or something is toast, but it runs. It holds fluids, and it is on the trailer. I think there's a rust hole underneath this top. Oh. Guess it's a convertible. Oh, there's a hole here too. Oh my god, this thing got so many holes in it. Look at all the crust. Yum.
No, we'll pressure wash that out. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, same holes on this side. Holy. What the hell is this thing?
I didn't like the other Celica, so I got a different one.
What? Dude, no more Moss car?
No more Moss car.
What the hell?
What day is it today? We bought that car like 4 days ago.
Yeah, and now it's 2 weeks to summer touring.
Yeah.
And you've got another car you're gonna build.
A new car and there's no engine in it.
This one has no engine.
Well, it has an engine, but it's not in the car. And I don't know where the pieces that go around the engine are.
So you are trading a car that has running engine
Yeah.
for a car that has
Straight body.
just a body.
Yeah. Less of a biohazard, this one, and the body's straight. Like on the other one, like every panel is caved in, so that's like a lot of body work.
Holy crap, man. 2 weeks. 2 weeks you gotta put engine in car.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. We gotta put engine in the car,
That's
buddy.
true. We.
I need help. Look at the back of the car right now. Look at like inside of this thing.
Oh man, there's just so much stuff.
We got ZG flares. We got a chin spoiler. We got Celica Works flares. We got 12J wheels and slicks.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We got everything that we need to like not make this car run, I guess.
That's epic.
Yeah.
The magical Touareg full of just junk and shit. Tire?
That's the old tire, but
Rip.
new tire.
That's dope.
A little bit of stretch.
That looks awesome.
This is the widest tire I could find in this diameter.
That's awesome. It looks really good. Hot dog investigation?
Yeah. Hungry.
Dude, you're a dusty guy, man. Holy cow. Look at that. You could put some of that on the hot dog? Flavor?
Look at that.
Bonus?
Yeah.
I can see the dust kicking up into my own face when you walk
the
away.
hot dog's gonna be like powdered donuts.
Dude, powdered donut dog?
Powdered donut dog, but it's hot dog with Bono dust.
Nice. Significantly more important than Kaido RACER.
Yes.
Hot dog. All right, we are exactly 2 weeks away from summer touring. That's probably all I'm gonna film for today because Sam and Logan are just gonna keep welding up spots and sanding the purple Celica, and Reid has to figure out the engine and transmission combo that he's gonna put in the new build that he just decided to pick up instead of the Mossy car. The Moss car had an engine that he got to run, but it was way rougher than this one that he managed to pick up. So with 2 weeks to go, he's decided to switch bases, which is absolutely crazy, but if you know Reid, you know that he can work miracles, so it's going to be all hands on deck for the next 2 weeks to try and get these cars both finished in time for Summer Touring 2026. Another big weekend push, probably a bunch more weeknights as well that we're going to have to try and get both of these cars done in time, and once that's done, Summer Touring will come and go, and then we'll get down to business on all the other cars we're waiting on.
I guess I'll pull this down so it's not on my forehead. So maybe stand over on this side here. All right, so it's been a few hours since I got back with this car. Discovered that this transmission doesn't have clutch fork. So I got another W58 from at home because I hoard those, and got that with clutch fork. Just started pulling all the junk out of the interior to start cleaning it up. I already cut, like the headliner was drooping, it had this thing hanging. Toxic dust, like this thing is like nasty. So I cut this off, and so I'm gonna pull the main headliner out. But I discovered this is an explanation for some of the chewed wires I've found. Whatever.
You have pets in here, eh?
Yeah, this car came with pets. Mouse nest jammed into this fucking light. That's nasty.
Oh, good.
I should have worn a respirator.
We don't wear masks around here.
I'm gonna get hantavirus just from like moving these parts around.
True.
This car was sitting for 29 years. It's sad that it never got put together, but I'm thankful that it was preserved at least and not just sitting in a field rotting away this whole time.
Yeah.
All right, so this car came with this 20R engine that was already rebuilt and bored over. It spins free, so that's good. I had this W58 kicking around. It was missing a clutch, but I found a clutch in my stash. I've got the engine mounts, but no distributor. The stock carb that came with it is toast. And a header. I don't have a header or a stock manifold or anything.
Yeah, perfect.
So we'll see. Hopefully we get her done, but we got some good parts and we got a car that's got good metal, so we'll see how that all unfolds.
You think you can get this done in time?
I hope so. It depends if you get your car done and I can have some extra hands on deck.
Oh,
Because
right.
until then, I'm a one-man show on this car.
Dude, there's so much paintwork too on that thing.
Anyways, vacuumed out all this and like brushed it, and the floors are coming up pretty good. Found like one rust hole here on this plug, but the other plugs are all pretty good. Super solid car. I found the culprit of that rat's nest we found, or mouse nest that we found in the ceiling. Here, I'll grab the camera and direct it in here. We got Mr. Skeleton right here.
Nice.
Look at this.
You can vacuum that thing.
Whoa.
Ew.
Give that to Suki.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Want to get a nice beauty shot of this thing?
Little snack.
Dude, you should sell it to a museum.
You know who'd really like this? Nelson would love to put this on his parcel shop.
Worried?
I'm a little bit worried. We'll see what.
Moment of truth, I guess.
Oh, it feels stuck.
Whoa.
Or maybe fuel pickup stock?
Whoa. What the fuck?
What does it feel like?
It's not worth reefing on it. Oh god. Oh no.
You can feel so.
Fuck.
That's bad. Oh.
Holy shit.
Tank's gotta come out. It's gotta get dried out, filled with rocks, shaken around, rinsed out, and then back in the car. We need a fuel pump for sure, because there's no way in hell this thing works.
Alright, what's going on here?
I just been going. So after a bunch of parts being like messed up and or missing, I went back down to Washington today to grab most of the other parts for it. I've got almost everything I need. Ordered new bolts for the flywheel. This awesome transmission that I had kicking around ended up being not so awesome, so I had to fix a bunch of stuff with that. And now we're gonna try and stick it on here, which is always a huge pain. A little to the right of it. Oh wow.
Nice.
That's easy. Dude, I love that this car has removable rad support. It was no drama to take this head off. I just unbolted it and then we moved it.
Oh, too much.
No, not that much forward. Okay, that's looking pretty damn good. Just like that. The engine is in. And now I can spend my whole day hooking stuff up tomorrow and figuring out where things go.
And fixing wiring.
Oh, I forgot about the wiring.
Look at that. Oh, that's the good stuff right there.
So we didn't film anything last night. It was just,
Doing work.
yeah, grinding to get this thing running. Grinding from a wrap.
Yep.
But the engine turned it down.
I turned it down.
We couldn't start it. It wasn't building oil pressure, so we cranked it and cranked it and cranked it. It's a new engine, hasn't been run, and it's been sitting for like 30 years. It wasn't building oil pressure. What we ended up doing was pouring oil through the oil filter hole, rotating the engine backwards to suck oil into it, and then cranked it and primed. But it was also missing a plug in the block, so we had to figure something out there. Right now I think it has the wrong plug kind of cross-threaded in down there. It didn't go in very far, but hopefully it doesn't leak. We'll find out. Yeah, we had no fuel pump going, no ignition. I just went under the dash and like cleaned all the electrical connections and replaced some fuses and stuff. So hopefully that's good. I'm just gonna hook up the fuel lines and put some gas in it.
Tube sparks.
So we got the first start done. Apparently this hole was puking oil where the timing adjustment is. So that was fun. I wrapped a bunch of Teflon tape around that bolt and hopefully that's okay. But it started. I'm gonna try and set the timing and see if it runs any better. So yeah, hopefully that works out. We're gonna see how this thing runs because we shut it off like almost immediately on the first start. So I hope that oil leak isn't a problem.
Running.
It runs good.
That's so smooth and nice.
It's so quiet.
Yeah. Right now, it's about 80 degrees.
It's on what? Well, we put water in it, and it's all leaking out. So whoever rebuilt this engine did not seal the freeze plugs up with the proper sealant. So that's cool. Now I gotta knock those out, and hopefully the one behind the flywheel and the transmission is okay. So now I have to take out all the frost plugs, and which means the transmission has to get dropped, which is gonna be not nearly as easy as it was when the engine was just sitting on a cart. But yeah, so that's what we're working with. Sometimes things work out and sometimes they don't. And usually here, they don't. So yeah, this is the technique. I've tried hammering them in sideways to get them to spin, but they just fall inside the block and they're pretty tough to fish out. I'm gonna try drilling a screw into it and push jacking the screw against the block. Well, transmission's out right there on the floor. And yeah, now the final frost plug. Thank you, engine rebuilder guy. So we got some new frost plugs, and I've been told by the internet that this is the stuff you need to use to seal them. So hopefully they'll actually be sealed this time, so I don't have to do this ever again. There we go. This shit's got me out of breath.
Yeah, one more, right? Intake side?
2 more on the intake side. Okay, so all of the frost plugs are in. Come in over here. And the last one ended up being crooked, but luckily Justin saved the day and got us another frost plug last minute. So we've got them all in now. And this thing is all sealed up. So fingers crossed, no leaks. Should be
Let's hope.
Should be good, hopefully.
Let's hope.
That was so easy.
I'll hold this up.
This is how you know that the real delirium is set in. That might be the funniest clip I've ever filmed on the channel.
How purple did I get my face?
Dude, you were so purple and it was making these little like squeaky sounds like a hamster drinking water from
This is how you solo male brake bleeding.
solo male brake bleeding.
Yeah. There.
Shit. All the dirt from your lovely fender?
Yeah, if you got a Celica, take out your fender liner and check what's in there because that came out of one side of the fender liner.
That's actually crazy.
This car is full of So this is why I haven't been filming. I've been welding up the marker holes and all of the badges. Austin's here. He's turning the worst chin spoiler in the world into one that actually works on this car, which is sick. And then I just started on bodywork, so this fender was like completely crunched in, so I kind of hammered it back out and threw some filler over it. It's looking pretty good to me. Antenna delete, mirror delete. It is Tuesday, so not much longer until it's touring time. I couldn't find a chin spoiler in time, so Austin the Fiberglass Man has come to save my day, and we are making some junk chin spoiler that came off of something else work for this thing, and it's been shaping up pretty good, so it's exciting. After that, it was time to start on prepping the body for paint. Thankfully, Napa had all of the 3M sandpaper and Evercoat body filler that we needed to complete this car. So once we picked that up, it was time to start knocking the body out and getting that all straight. I wanted brand new Celica.
Fucking 40 years too late.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
at least this one was being preserved for the last 30, so really it was a 20-year-old car.
It's time to roll it out, I think, right?
Yeah. I've never driven this car. I've only started it. Dude, I don't even know what we've done. It's been so much. Like fixing up little dings and stuff, welded the rear marker lights, had to pull out a bunch of damage on the rocker on the passenger side, fixed a bit of rust, covered up a bit of rust with Bondo because we didn't have time to do it all. Chasing dents and scuffing it and trying to make it smooth, and it looks pretty good. There's some dings we missed and there's some like paint chips and stuff, but with the timeline that we've got, I think it's gonna look pretty good. I mean, at least in this state, it looks pretty good. So, by the way, I shaved my head completely bald and my face the first day of working on this car, so this is how long we've been working on the car. I get to shave again after it's done.
What happened last night?
Disaster. I was up till like 4 o'clock in the morning after like cleaning up. We were spraying till like 3 and had some serious failures on the car. As per the paint shop's recommendation, we did slow reducer. I wanted medium reducer because that's what I have sprayed in the past and know how to spray, but they told me that that would be too fast drying in this heat that we've been having. So they recommended slow. So we did slow and it just got runs all over it. I put it on too heavy. I'm not used to shooting slow reducer, so yeah, it's got runs all over it. I guess some of the high build primer that I used didn't fully cure, so there was some solvent popping there. There's a bunch of pinholes in it, but it's white. I just got to prep the rest of the pieces to get these white now, paint these today, and hopefully I can get the car assembled in a somewhat timely manner. It's going to be down to the wire. I was really hoping I'd be done this car tomorrow, but I don't think that's happening.
interior is almost complete. I still got to clean up the bumper and put it on, and then we got to spray the extra parts and get those on. But this shit's like pretty well almost there.
And you got a fucking full seat in there now.
Although we'll see once. Oh, I gotta align it still too. Oh, no toe plates. We still don't know where those are.
Well, no cars get alignments today, I guess.
We're walking and talking.
Walking and
This
talking.
is how it works every single year, Reid.
Yep.
Yep. Reid's building the car. 5 minutes to spare.
Everybody's waiting for me.
Everybody's waiting for Reid.
We are ball crushing.
What else are we doing?
Going wrong. Everything go wrong.
Tell us about the car too.
Yeah. What are you working on here?
I'm working on a
LB.
14-day Celica liftback. There's been a lot of things that have gone wrong, but it's almost done, and I'm pretty damn happy with the end result. So. Yeah, so got the car done in 13 days. Super ambitious, but had lots of good help and made it happen. Basically had no test drive for touring. I drove it to the gas station and back like an hour before and it seemed good, so drove it, made it all the way through touring. Drives great, runs great, hasn't given me really any issues, and I'm so happy that this car is done.
Do you have any big plans for the future?
Probably change color, change flare, change a bunch of stuff, who knows. I want to make it handle better. I want to make this like more of a driving focused car because most of the cars that I've built so far have been pretty unusable. So I really want this car to be usable so I can have like an everyday summer touring car. That was a big part of the reason why I chose to do like a Gratian build, is because you don't have to go over the top and crazy to have something that's like really period and cool. Like this car is very simple, but to me it still like hits hard and stands out. Having a car that's like kind of dialed to this period, that early 80s style, really makes me happy.
I forgot to ask you because people are probably going to ask, what is happening with this?
We'll let you guys know in about a year. Super excited to have more fun with this car. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Buy a t-shirt, buy a keychain, buy anything, please.